I'm a complete Star Wars fan, always have been, and C-3PO, which is 75398, is thrilling to me. Haters say it's repetitive build, doesn't give you enough movement. Step aside. I'm going to tell you what's really out of this world about it. So I love it, but not because it's complicated or because it moves a lot and there's a lot of hidden features to it. No, it's because of the fact that we finally get C-3PO, this classic character, hurry up Goldenrod, in this full size, not just a minifigure. So we get to enjoy all these beautiful details and have a chance to have it be part of our home. It's about spending quiet time with something so familiar, and the piece build and putting it together, it really helps you slow down and enjoy what it feels like to build something iconic. And I encourage you to do this without rushing it. So this can really be a build that you settle into and really enjoy your time building. I like that about it a lot. It's not about rushing to be able to complete it so that you can play with it. It's so that you can actually really enjoy it. I'm going to go through with this review video what you get, some of my favorite parts of the build itself, and some of the details that I think are real standouts and do just great justice to the actual character itself. So let's get started. Here's what you get in the box. You get 11 bags of pieces. There's a booklet and, of course, some stickers. And they are great. They actually really overall enhance this whole look. The booklet itself is chock full of information about the character and how he appears in different forms of the Star Wars saga. When you look at him, one of the things that's great about it is that this is his classic look from A New Hope, Episode 4, or when I saw it, just called Star Wars. So he has the silver leg, which is amazing. And one of the things that I'm so excited and pleased by is the fact that the minifig also has that silver leg print. We actually don't get that in every version of C-3PO as a minifig. And so this, to me, is a nice detail that really pays fan service. Here's exactly what I mean. So this is the minifig that comes with this particular model. And over here is the C-3PO that comes with the new USC Death Star. Now with that giant set, the largest Star Wars set ever made, we get just a little bit of a silver printing on the front leg as opposed to a complete print. And to me, this is just so much more satisfactory and really makes it feel like it's part of the Star Wars universe. It really looks like the character. I think that's what it should be all the time, frankly. One of the things that people didn't like about this model that I disagree with is that it uses a lot of Lego gold colored pieces and not necessarily real gold looking, the shiny gold pieces. You do get some of those actually in this set, and I'm going to talk about why I think that works. Because if it was all shiny, I think it would be a little distracting, and this character has a lot of different looks through the film, sometimes a little bit scuffed up even. So having the matte and also shiny together allows the builders to be able to show off some highlight pieces and really make use of the two different colors together. What I think is terrific is you get a lot of different pieces that are not normally in the Lego gold. So that's really fun to have that as a collector, as well as there are some of those really shiny pieces that, again, you don't normally see. So to me, the pieces are a total win here. There are a couple of pre-printed pieces, and I think they work beautifully here. The ones that are highlights, of course, are the dial on his chest, as well as the mouthpiece. And I think having those not be stickers really elevates the look of the set really quickly without having to do a ton of pre-prints. Okay, confession time. So when I looked at C-3PO, I assumed a lot of mirror symmetry from left to right. And so I was a little worried maybe that the build could feel a little repetitive, leg to leg, arm to arm, etc. But in fact, it's not that way at all. I don't know exactly what sorcery was involved to make this feel less repetitive, but they really did a great job with it. And it was fun for me because one of the things that I like to do is if I feel like there's going to be symmetry, and there's lots of that throughout Star Wars on ships and other models, for example, that I will try to skip ahead and open all of the bags I need to be able to do things at the same time and try to mirror them in my head. So I'll look at the instructions and then think, well, if it was flipped, what would that actually be? And try to put it together at the same time. That's the way that I like to engage myself. But I didn't have to do it with this model. And I think that is a strength in it. And I wanted to share that because it might be a thing that some builders are worried about. It's actually not true. All right, so without a base, this would be very top heavy and you wouldn't be able to pose him. Certainly wouldn't be fun. So the base is constructed really nicely so that it gives his angled out his feet a little bit so that you've got more stability when he's standing. And it's modeled obviously after the sands of Tatooine. Oh my. So it really is fitting, I think, because this is really when we get to know this character. One of the things that the online communities write about, but that I don't care about, is that it has limited movement. So you have head movement, you have shoulder movement, you have movement in the hand, the wrist, and also the fingers. And if you want to change the arm to be bent at the elbow, there's one thing you do to be able to change that. And it's a simple movement once you know what to do. But I don't care about that because this is not an action figure. It's not a G.I. Joe doll. It's not an artist's wooden posable figure for movement study. It's a statue of C-3PO, really. So for me, the movement is not a problem. The set does come with a plaque telling you lots of great information, and it's pre-printed, which we always really like. Also pre-printed and comes with it is this 25 years of Lego Star Wars tablet. And we get these a lot, and my only beef with them is that they're not attached to anything. So imagine if they were just part of this setup. It would be so much more satisfying, I think. As it is, I found a place to put it, obviously, on the model, but not all Star Wars models that have this tablet have a location where that can sit. That's incredibly frustrating. Come on, Lego. Figure it out. His partner in adventure, R2-D2, has been created in Lego many different times. I personally own 2 of them, but I don't have the last one, which is actually intended to be in scale with this particular model. They would go beautifully together, as they recommend. It doesn't quite work when you have the larger size, but I mean, I think R2 thinks he's the boss anyway, so it's okay he's a little bit bigger. So on my build versus bond scale, where does this rank? Well, for me, I thought the build was excellent. There were lots of amazing piece uses, and it was really fun to put together and not repetitive like I was worried about. And in terms of how well it connected me to this character, it did such a beautiful job. I really enjoyed getting to know C-3PO in Lego form this way. And so for me, together, it's an instant classic. So this is one of those sets that doesn't require you to rush through it. You can really take your time and enjoy that kind of a build. If you're a Star Wars fan like me, this is where it will really click for you, is that you finally have this wonderful representation of one of the favorite characters from the franchise, done really beautifully. Thanks for building with me today. I really like it when you guys drop by. Please join me again. If this kind of quiet Lego content works for you, there's lots more. Thanks for coming by. I'll see you next time.